All right, moving on to section 12.5, we're going to be talking about pyramids and cones in this one. So for our first part here, we have pyramids. We have the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 the volume of a prism with the same base and height. Okay, oops. And your book has a really nice drawing of this too, okay? So the formula for this is just going to be 1/3 and then our capital B for the area of our base times our height. Now for a cone, very similar, it's going to be the volume of a cone is 1/3 the volume of a cylinder with the same base and height. So again, we could write 1/3 capital B for our area base times the height, or specifically for cones, we could do 1/3 pi r squared times our height. Okay. So like that last video, since I want to make sure you're watching the videos and not just copying off the key, number 2 and number 4 I'm going to have you guys do on your own, but here are the answers for you guys to check your work. Okay. But for number 1, let's go ahead and do that one together. We have a pyramid here. So again, we're going to do 1/3 our base area times the height for the volume. So I'm going to have 1/3 times, now we have a triangle base. So many of you on some of those homework assignments and notes, you made the mistake of forgetting that 1/2. Remember, area of a triangle, you have to have 1/2. So 1/2 times the base, which is going to be 3, times the height of that triangle, which is going to be 4. 5 there is our hypotenuse, so we're actually not even going to worry about that for this problem. And then we want to multiply by our height of the entire pyramid, not the height of the base of the entire pyramid. So in this case, we can see that our height is perpendicular with our base, which has a length of 5. So when we go ahead and put that in, we should get 10 meters cubed. Okay. All right. So moving on down here to number 3. And sorry if you can hear some birds chirping outside here. But number 3, we are going to end up using Pythag here because if you notice, our height is unknown and we only have our slant height given to us. So clearly we have a right triangle here though, so we're going to use Pythag. So we'll have h squared plus 5 squared is going to give us 13 squared. So if we go ahead and solve for h here, we're going to get exactly 12, a nice whole number. So for our volume here, we're going to get 1/3, don't forget, times our area of our base, so our pi r squared, so pi times 5 squared, and then times our height, which we just found to be 12. So once you have all that written down, go ahead and plug that in your calculator. You should get 314.16. And then again, make sure you have your units, meters cubed. Okay? So this froze again, hold on. But moving on to that last problem that down here, we have a word problem. So Sarah's working on a project for her social studies class, and she knows that the volume of the large pyramid is 2,592,100 meters cubed, and she knows that the base area is 52,900 meters squared. So she wants to find the height of the smaller pyramid, and all the information she knows is that 1/3 of the height, or that the height of the smaller pyramid is 1/3 of the height of the larger one. So for a pyramid, remember, we know that our area or our volume formula is 1/3 our area of our base times our height. So let's go ahead and find the height of our large pyramid first, and then using that, we'll be able to find the height of our smaller pyramid. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in what we know. So again, we know that 2,592,100 is our volume. We're going to keep our 1/3. We know our base area is 52,900. And then we're looking for our height, and I'm going to do an H subscript L, so we know we're dealing with the height of the larger pyramid. Okay? So if we go ahead and solve for that height, we should get 147 meters. Remember, it's just height, so it's just meters here. So that's the height of our larger pyramid. The height of our smaller pyramid, so I'm going to use a subscript of S, it tells us is 1/3 the height of our larger pyramid. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. So what's 1/3 of our large pyramid height, which we just found is 147. And 147 divided by 3 is exactly 49 meters. Okay? So let me know if you have any questions. Again, I'll put these answers back up here so you can pause the video and do the work for those ones. And I'll be back with one more video for the year.